right, let's take a look at this pack hatchet from Gerber. Very nice little tool. Let's see all the things it can do. And they still had this handy little camp axe hatchet thingy from Gerber. So if you're an actual backpacker, it's got a nice safety cover on it with metal brads in it here that from cutting up your stuff while it's in the pack. You can also mount this on a belt. It's not really quick draw though. Getting it out of here, you got to be a little careful. So you can't just whip it out in an axe fight. You got to plan ahead if you're going to get into an axe fight. Dirty rubber handle. It's got a full tang all the way through it. So there's metal in here. So if you needed to pound things with this, like hit somebody in the head or pound a stake into the ground, more likely, like if you were pounding in a tent stake, you could use that. Pretty well thought out. It's got finger groove up here if you want to go with a high stance, low stance down here. Nice rubber handle, plastic, and then this is rubberized rubber on it. The blade is super sharp. Weaseling it out of here, you got to be a little careful. Make sure you don't slice the end of your finger off. Behold.
Today, the folks at Off Grid Tools were kind enough to send me this awesome survival axe. So I'm going to give you guys a little product demonstration of it. I believe it said the axe has 31 different features. It's got all sorts of useful stuff on here. And if nothing else, it's just cool looking. The design of it's really neat. It only weighs a pound and a half. Let's go over the functionality of it. Obviously, first things first, it's an axe. So you've got a cutting edge there. I did test it very slightly earlier on. It did cut through some wood. I'll do a little more cutting tests on video for you guys. And then it's got various different size hex wrenches, hammer head, and obviously a hammer claw as well for pulling nails up. This is a destruction grip, embedded nail puller, and a wire pincher. And this tool right here, this edge is kind of sharp, so you can either use it as a can opener or a box cutter. Very cool.
The SCX10 is a pretty sick little hatchet. It's got a hammer pommel on the back. The blade is made from 3CR13 stainless. Then it's got this powder coating on it and a very nice TPR handle. On the bottom, it's got a lanyard hole and they just throw some nylon in there. I'll probably either remove that or replace it with paracord. It's certainly a great looking hatchet with that stainless up front and the powder coating on the back. The handle has some grooves in it, making it feel great in the hand no matter where you choke up. So size-wise, here's the SCX10 and the SCX2L. Now I love the 2L. I use this a lot for processing wood. It chops like crazy. It's the perfect weight. You can still throw it in a bag. So definitely a great axe here. And the SCX10 would sort of be like its little brother, full tang hatchet. You can see that it has the same TPR on the handle. This one's just got a little bit of design in it and some finger grooves. And this one's just got the finger grooves. But both great as far as how they feel in your hand and how they're weighted and things like that. It's got about the same size pommel, although it doesn't have this waffle design, which helps when you're swinging at stakes and things like that, helps it not to slip off. But it's still got a pretty nice pommel on the back that you could certainly use to pound in stakes. The SCX10 has a 3.55 inch cutting surface, where the SCX2 has a little bit larger cutting surface. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video today, and as always, click that red subscribe button for more videos.
Take a look at a very different little camp axe from the folks at SOG or SOG. The SOG camp axe is this little compact SOG camp axe, and I was pretty intrigued by this. I like the style of it. It's got this bearded head. It looks like it would be really good for close-up type work, as well as basic camp tasks. It's also got a little hammer pole here, hammer the back side of it. I call it a pole. I'm not an expert on axes, so I know there are people that are, and there are people that are going to tell me, hey, you can look this up. Here's the anatomy of an axe and this and that. So anyway, this thing's pretty cool. It comes with a little beard or sheath, a mask or something like that. I think it's not a beard, it's a mask. Anyway, I'll stop rambling. We're going to take a closer look. We'll go down the old stump top. I talk about the specs of this thing, get to doing some of that axe stuff right after this word from one of my favorite sponsors, the folk. Let's talk about the specs of this SOG axe. Camp axe. So it's a pretty lightweight axe. It weighs 16.1 ounces or just over 1 pound total. The overall length from stem to stern, so to speak, is 11.5 inches. The blade length here is 3.1 inches. The blade steel is 2CR13 stainless with a Rockwell of 51 to 52, because yes, this sucker is made in China. It features a glass. Remember, survival's not an accident. Be prepared. I'll see you next time.
Today we're doing a review and field test on our second hatchet, the Fiskars X7. This is a Finnish, made in Finland, Finnish little hatchet for you that comes in at a very inexpensive $25. Got a high carbon steel head, fiberglass handle, comes with a little sheath. I mean, really a little workhorse for you guys. And as you're about to see here as we go through the field test and give you some basic specs on this thing, I think this is going to be one of the best bangs for your buck on the market. So let's go ahead, jump out there, begin to thrash on this sucker, and we'll give you some basic specs, and we'll wrap up the review, and you'll see how much I like the Fiskars X7. All right, let's go ahead and talk about the business end of the Fiskars X7. What you have here is high carbon steel head, Rockwell hardness of 55. So it's pretty tough, very durable. You know, it's not going to chip out on you big chunks or anything like that, like say a harder, you know, like Wettling's axe, you know, at Rockwell hardness. I think they're like 60, 61 on their Rockwell hardness. You know, so they're super tough and, you know, hold an edge forever. But if you miss or, you know, you just hit a really hard knot, they can sometimes chunk out on you and chip out on you. So this 55 Rockwell hardness is good. You know, it's not ideal, but for a price point of 25 bucks, you know, it's not bad. And it's very, very easy to get an edge back on this thing, guys. I use my Work Sharp field sharpener. Piece of cake. I've already resharpened this blade and cleaned it up. You can see how well and easy it cleans up. I mean, I can get a literally shaving sharp edge back on this thing in like a minute and a half with my Work Sharp field sharpener. So thanks everybody for watching. Stay equipped, stay prepared, and we'll see you out there.